is up, Radix family? Guys, what an incredible week last week. I'm excited to jump into a couple of housekeeping items, but first and foremost, we have to jump into the Mamba. We have reached our finals in the closers bracket that ends on Thursday. We have Preston Erickson, Tate Foster, and McCray Foster just competing like dogs right now. I believe the score is like 11, 10, and 8 right now. And it's anybody's game. These guys are going hard all week, and I'm really excited to see how that battle ends up. But more recent news is we have our lead rep finalists. We have Danny Fiaiki, who was in this position last year in the finals against Caleb Call, both coming from the Tribus office, which is so fitting. Tribus always competes without fail. They always compete. So it's really fitting that 2 of the 3 finalists come from Tribus, and that we have Diego out of the Synergy office also coming from behind in the wild card. So I've got to give some recognition here. These finalists come from 2 offices, right? We have Synergy that's got Tate and McCray and Diego that came from the wild card. And then on the other side, you have Preston and you have Caleb and Danny that came from Tribus, from Team Omega. Like, tell me that's not culture. The fact that all of those guys are competing and that there's 3 people from each office that have each found their way into that bracket is unbelievable. It's undeniable. And you're going to see that it matters as we go dive into the numbers from this last week. You're going to see it really matters. And so congratulations to all of those competing. Best of luck to you guys. Let's jump into that. That's going to segue into the second thing I want to highlight or talk about. We have the Cracker Jack incentive that is going on this week. So there's a graphic that's floating around. We went and set a team goal for each one of you. And if you hit your team goal, we want to go take everybody that got an account to a mid-season kind of a break baseball game so that you guys can go enjoy some time together as a team. So make sure that that you know what your number is, and 2, that you as a team rally and you come together and please go hit it. We tried to put the numbers in a place that it was actually the average, your average week. So rather than normally having it be your PR week, we tried to make it just an average week so that you guys can go and hit that as a team. So we have the Cracker Jack that is this week. And then starting in July we have Driven. So again, this is teams of 5. As a reminder, your Driven teams need to be submitted by July 3rd. So within your office, you need to combine and come together and create teams of either 4 or 5 people that will compete just like Mamba in a bracket-style tournament against other car groups or other teams across the country. So one week it might be your team versus a team in California or a team in Texas, or it undoubtedly so, we will find teams that compete against each other within the bracket. So Driven is an amazing way to go increase your production. And on top of it, I believe it is one of our very best competitions as far as prizes go. Your team wins a group trip with me and Dave to Vegas, where we'll go race cars, eat some really good food, and it's just an absolute blast. So I do got to put a target on these guys' back, though. A team from California has won this competition every year. So calling all teams in Arizona and all teams in Texas, all teams in South Carolina, let's see if we can get someone else other than a Cali team to go and win this competition. So again, shout out to that Tribus group for competing. Okay, last thing I want to highlight before we jump into next week's lead reps is what an incredible week we had. 171 accounts. We did 190 the week previous, so we're getting really consistently that 107, between that 170 and 200 account mark. Congratulations. Because of those massive 2 big weeks, we have a unique opportunity this week. Guys, if we get 89 accounts, which we have done consistently, 89 accounts this week, and we will break the company record for the most amount of sales in a single month. So we did 734 accounts this time last year, and with 89 accounts this week, we will break it. Guys, that is incredible. We are exactly where we want to be. There are companies that are struggling so hard to even stay in business right now, and we are winning. We are breaking records, and it's an incredible thanks to all of you in the field. Just an incredible job. Hats off to you guys. Let's go. Let's go hit our 89 accounts and let's go celebrate a new company record. Okay, let's jump into our top lead reps this last week. So our top 5 lead reps. We had Caden Bluth out of the Synergy office with 5. Danny Fiaiki from Omega with 5. Diego from the Synergy office with 5. Luke Risher, a new guy to this top 5. Congratulations, out of the exclusive office with 5. His biggest week. And then we have Oliver Woodhead in his first week at Radix out of Team Lux with 4 accounts. So Oliver, it's good to have you. It's good to see your name on the leaderboard. Congrats, brother. Closers. Again, you're going to see the importance of competition, but you have Tate Foster with 11 accounts. Preston Erickson with 11 accounts. McCray Foster with 10. Jacob Shreve in the number 4 spot with 8. And Tyler Bean rounding out our top 5 with 8 accounts. Top teams. Team Impact, 7 guys did 23 accounts to take the number 1 spot. Right behind him, Team Omega with 21 accounts to take the 2nd spot. Invictus with, this is Derek Marlowe, another pound for pound incredible team with 20 accounts in spot number 3. Paulo Buendia, Blake Decker, Team Lux with 17. And rounding out our top 5, we have Team Mesor with 17 accounts. Man, those are fun numbers to go through. It's really fun to go see where you have to be at to go be in those top spots, and just incredible leadership to go navigate such a unique time in solar history with interest rates up, with dealer fees up. Just hats off to everybody going and figuring out how to get through all of that. So hats off to you guys. I want to highlight 5. I have 5 highlights that I want to go through this week. I want to start with Rowan Ruby. This comes from Trey Erickson. He wants to tell you, dude, congratulations for being consistent. He had 2 last week, and it just seems like without fail, he's always putting up numbers, and he's really, really consistent. So Rowan, congratulations, and good work on being so consistent. Got to highlight Caleb Bluth out of the Synergy office. Caleb had no idea what solar was 6 weeks ago, and he jumps into the Synergy office. These guys tell him that they're going to go hard in June. He's been doing solar for 3 weeks or whatever. Jumps in, goes and blitzes with these guys, and Caden Bluth ended up making a running in the wild card, having been like his first full month in solar. And I think he ended up being in 3rd place for the wild card for the entire tournament, and has just done an incredible job jumping in and works extremely hard. So Caleb, congratulations. Luke Risher, I said his name earlier. The guy had his biggest week this last week. It's finally all starting to click. I had the opportunity to go to dinner with Luke at the beginning of the summer, and he has got the deepest Southern accent you've ever heard in your life. And if I could buy solar from anybody, I would buy from Luke Risher. Just super fun to listen to. I really enjoyed those conversations with him. Him and his wife are awesome. So Luke, congrats on a massive week. And I believe if I remember right, if Jared told me right, I believe it was 5 deals in 5 days. So it was just extremely consistent going out and making sure he was getting it done and solidifying his appointment. So Luke, congratulations. Miles Balkman, out of the Mesor office. Trevin Facer said this dude is the hardest worker in the room. He's consistently working on his pitch. He's writing it down. He's memorizing it. He's tweaking it. He's just consistently putting in the work. Works his hours. First one out, last one off. And they love that it's starting to pay off for him. He had 3 last week. So congrats on a really big week, Miles. Keep putting in that work, dude. I promise it'll pay off. And then out of the Nova office, I had to highlight these 2 individuals. So we have Paolo Turini and Noah Jones. These dudes are best friends. They went to college together. They are recruits of Brady Jones, who's been out there committing to the process over the last year. I went to dinner with these guys, and these dudes are fun. I mean, the reality is they just make the job really fun. They're making training fun. They're playing games on the doors. They're figuring out how to include certain words like in their pitch. and they're just all around like really good dudes that are making the best of the situation. And their hard work is starting to pay off, each with a couple deals this last week. So these guys just know how to make culture fun. They know how to make the job light. They don't take themselves too seriously. These guys are just getting it done. So I want to tell you guys congratulations and thanks for everything that you're bringing to that team. So that's it for this week's recognition. But I did want to end with a quick leadership thought. This thought I've heard a few times over the last couple years, and it's be where your feet are. It's something that I believe I heard first from Stetson Banks, but it's that concept of this job and in leadership. It can get so overwhelming. There's so many things to do all the time. There's pipeline and there's pitches and there's, like life can just get really overwhelming. But for me, it's been a way to really simplify what I'm doing on a day-to-day basis. It's just being right where your feet are. Like if you're at the gym, be in the gym. Like don't be taking phone calls. Like just go put in your 30, 40 minutes in the gym. If you're at correlation, be all there, be in correlation. If you're with your spouse, your significant other, even though like you may get home late or you might only have a couple hours in the morning, like be there. And if you have time with your kids, like be there also. If you're in an important meeting, like be all there, like give those people your attention. And in a lot of ways for me, that's meant a lot, with a lot of responsibilities and random things going on all the time. The way for me to go focus and make sure and just really simplify what I do on a day-to-day basis. And it's the same for you guys, is just be where your feet are. Anyways, guys, thanks for tuning in. We'll catch you guys next week. Excited to see who the Mamba champs are. Let's go get you guys into Cracker Jack and let's go get prepped for Driven in July. And most importantly, let's go break the company record. Let's go!